you could let him sit there and he won't get up again. And then there's times where I get like careless and die a ton of times until the winning round. Like yesterday, Irving was like, you got this. This is the round," because I was basically fighting the Lost Kid and dodging pretty much everything. And then he made me think. Basically, I go in a UI state or an instinct state where I kind of just go with the flow. Once someone either breaks me out of that or I lose or I get hit by something, that's what snaps me out of that. And that's when I fail. That's why I died. Because I was in a zone and then I lost it. And this is where people at work would tell me I'm annoying because I'm explaining this process, because that's just how I am. Do I need to? No. Wow. Okay. That I was not. See, like right there, I got careless because I wasn't expecting that ground slam. The only thing I need to predict now is when he's going to do multiple at once, because he either jumps in place sometimes or will jump at me or jump backwards. And backwards always leads to him doing the ground slam. But there's times where he'll do multiple in a row. I don't know if it's because I'm in front of him still, because there's times where I'll back away and he'll still do another. But I think it's probably because I'm right up on him. There's no other reason why he'd be doing that. He's trying to get at me if he's going to bounce toward me. Damn it, see, like, the introduction changes sometimes. I don't get it. See, I think it's because I got close. Okay. I gotta get close, dash in, back out. My rhythm is basically hit him a few times, dodge under him. When he does the ground slam, I dodge over it. If I'm close enough, I'll hit him and then back away, but I'll dash over it, dash to him, hit him, get away if he does it again, if I can. But, yeah, I'm just trying to... it was like God of War's Valkyrie. I fought the first Valkyrie, the very first, whichever one I found. I don't know how out of order they could be fought, but I didn't fight the Queen. I only fought one, and I beat it. It took me a bit at first. They killed me first, but then once I got into a zone, I did a pre-fight off camera, and I beat it without a hit, and then I did it on camera for the second round, which is back-to-back, and I beat it without a hit. This was a flow that I felt, and it felt like a dance. It was an amazing battle. Yeah, at that time I didn't dash close. That's really tough to make, even. And normally I'd have the... I'm not great with it either, but the dash gets upgraded too, so where you can dash through shit. I don't have that yet, but I'm not great with it either, because there's a recovery period for it. And I dash like a dork. Also, I don't have the multi-dash on. Also, this would be over if I had the multi-slash on, if I even had that charm. Fuck you. Ow. See, now I'm talking and getting careless. Alright. I'm losing. That means I'm winning. Now I just gotta consistently get to where I was before. Once I do that, it's over for him. Damn it, why did I do that? Under him. Under, or further. Don't try to dash and jump for whatever reason, because I don't think you're gonna be doing that. The dash, the jump is because I'm anticipating him jumping back. Fuck. Hmm? Why all this extra shit? I guess that's to start his fight, instead of having to go the way I do, where it takes a little longer. Motherfucker. Alright. Sorry, guys. Now I'm just getting stupid. But there are ample times where this happens, where I get better and then I get worse again. forgetting the dash too. I wanted it. I wanted the strength to protect the others. When I saw that knight sleeping, safe in his big armored shell, it wasn't madness that drove me to it. I just wanted it. But in the end, if strength cannot save you, then what can? I know when I beat the Lost Kin, I didn't talk to him. My bad about that. It was instinct that I did that. But there you go, he is done. And I collected 800 essence now. 400 from the fucking Lost Kin, 100 from the Gorb, and 300 or so from him. Not bad. Yeah, he wasn't hard once I got into a rhythm. I'm not crazy enough like some Souls guys or Hollow Knight people that could pull off all these strings in quick succession, dodge all this shit. I have to kind of avoid certain attacks, like that shockwave. I had to back away and not try to hit him at all. So make sure I avoid it consistently. And that's fine. It's whatever's comfortable. Whatever's comfortable for people. I have good reflexes, but I get thrown off very easily, and that's what ruins my rhythm. Kill maggots for their hunter entry. Stag station and take it to the resting ground. Oh, we're gonna go visit the seer. Great. I'm gonna get a bunch of shit from her. Leave the sea and go down and drop down little. Drop down the lava pass where you first trapped in a dream into the trapped resting grounds on the race platform. Speak with the red spirit. In your dream now. Fight the essence. 0 once you defeat it. Speak with Dream Nail again for 100. Alright, there's another 100. See, because I beat Gorb who gave me 100. Now I'm about to beat another. And I have yet to turn into the person, so I'm gonna have a ton of rewards because they give you a bunch of rewards for each tier, a certain tier of essence, and I have 800. The max is to complete their quest line, you need 2,400. I have not beaten a single Dreamer yet, and I barely dented most of the game's like 48 something bosses. Or whatever it is, because I know the Pantheon, which is like a DLC they added for a boss rush, has bosses that are unique to it, but I've barely dented anything. I still have a ton of spots to go, and the rest of every area that I've been to explore still. Like, there's a lot that I haven't even fully done, as you can see here, and even in the Forgotten Crossroads. And I'm already got this going for the most part. I got a lot to do, really. Focus on some of the minor enemies, but I got a lot of these charms already thanks to the guide I'm following. Because I beat the game, or I didn't beat the game, but I got to the end. I'm at Grimm DLC, and I have him and I think the final few bosses to go to fully finish up the base main story and all that, aside from the Pantheon DLC. Because I did every other DLC, beat the Hive Knight and all that. And then beat through White Palace. But I locked myself out of one of the endings because I got the Void Heart. So I gotta not do that. I didn't know any of that. I also never got this upgrade on my main because I played without a guide, so I thought I got everything. I was wondering because I got this, but I didn't have that, so I was just like curious. Then there's gonna be an upgraded aerial, which I also have all 3 moves, which I found on my own. These, and then there's gonna be the upgraded air attack too. But yeah. The only thing I didn't really focus on was these. So I'll be whatever if the guide. I got whatever I did without the guide. The guide hasn't told me to really get any rancid eggs. I bought a couple too on my own, so I'll be getting, however, all of them, and I'll be going for all like the refights if I can beat them all, like Zotes. I'll try to. Much love, PVG. The true 100% with me is real. Weird that he's coming from over here instead of already being over where I was. Take it to the resting grounds. Leave the station. Drop down. Oh no, I see the path now. He walks. Okay. I was like, why is it starting from that side? Over there. Okay. So this is a fight with this guy. Stop there. Who should leave the kingdom are cursed? Better rest here until time itself sleeps. Hope, freedom, are thought that strike the low. Grab me these things. In my dreams, I would cut the plague with my nails, and I turned the weapon upon the king. When I woke the sacred place, I began to understand. Those who hope are already doomed. Do you still hope? Wander? Will you flee? Or will you raise your weapon and doom us both? So yeah, this guy went mad or something, tried to take out the Pale King, and then was deemed a traitor and exiled and killed. Or died or something. I think he was murdered. But either way, he says something about not being crazy, but labeled a traitor. I have no idea. Either way. Because the Pale King didn't really... He secondhand started this whole thing because he came into existence. He was brighter and much more and much smarter and stronger. He gave everyone like sentience and being able to talk and all that. So this radiant butterfly. It's a moth. This radiant moth, the final boss, the true final boss, basically was rejected and forgotten because moths love light. This thing didn't exude enough light, and it faded away, and then it became a thing where if you dream it or whatever, it can come back in your dreams, and that's how the infection started. Everything went downhill ever since. And this guy is... I'm fighting a dead body, or a dead warrior, but this is basically like a dream, a memory, essentially. That's what I fought with the first boss just now. I beat it at the beginning of the game, and then that was its refight. I don't know why it's stronger. I know with the Dung Defender, it's him in his prime, or at least I think so. Any refights are usually enemies that were alive in their prime, or fights of enemies like this where they're already dead, for whatever reason. Either people from the kingdom at some point, or whatever lore that is. I don't know anything about Hollow Knight. A lot of what I would learn with Souls games and Souls-likes and lore games like these are from videos of people who actually are smarter than me and can put shit together, because when it comes to this cryptic bit-by-bit stuff, I need to read it all and have it all at once. I can't get it just that way. So, videos are just easier way, and then people fill in the blanks, because they also don't tell you everything. They'll tell you cryptic shit. Like, I gathered the gist from what this guy's dialogue was, that he portrayed the king through the madness of the infection spreading. Or he just went mad. Something like that. Or maybe he never was mad and he was just labeled as a traitor. Maybe he uses that line to make himself feel better. Because he had no recollection of his actions. All these Dream Warrior battles only use like one attack. This guy's gonna spawn a shield that blocks... Or no, wait, no, he's not the one. He just throws nails at you. Yeah, no, the other guy does that. Yeah, he just throws nails at you. Yeah, no, this guy is... The other guy that has the shield has that and other shit like nails coming off on the side of the screen. The shield itself just blocks attacks. It doesn't actually do anything, but it can hurt you if you run into it. It's not an attack in that sense. It's more of a charm, actually, because I can do it too. Ow. More! That means he's dying. Ow. Gotcha. I can see now the rain is gone. Those who turn against the king are doomed as soon as they raise their weapon. Do not call me a traitor. Oh, look, there it is. Do not call me a traitor. Call me a fool. I know you will not flee wherever you gotta be watching. Inside you. Almost 1,000 essence. Yay! Talk to her for a Hollowness. Yeah, she's about to drop a bunch of crap on me. I hope I have all of the essence that they require and more, because I know some enemies gave me some essence. But I did the tree, fought him, fought Gorb. Gorb will ascend, fought the Lost Kin and the failed champion. Now I'm starting to learn names. Lost Kin, or Vessel, Lost Vessel, or whatever his other name was, is the same as what this guy is. He's the offspring of the Pale King and the White Lady, or whatever her name was, and born in the Abyss. Abyss a la Dark Souls. Same premise, sort of. Where darkness exists as the there's light in this game and darkness. So the Abyss is that, the opposition of the Moth and all that. You'll see more of that later, but that's why a lot of like the dark looks to my attacks and stuff, that's the Abyss energy. That's because he was born there. There's a lot more information and relevancy in that, because at first you would not pick up on that. And then you find out that the king was trying to create a vessel to contain this plague, and all these cast-offs are in the Abyss. He escaped. I don't know why I came in here. That's what happens when I talk. I didn't even realize where it was going. There's one of the trees. I've already passed by a few by now, but I don't know. The guide hasn't told me to do them, but also that might have just been me doing wrong pathing. Ah, you've returned. Let me look at the nail. You've collected 100 essence. Bury you in that old dream. Perhaps you frightened them, or perhaps being prisoners, they desired. In any case, you still have a long way to go. Take this old trinket and encouragement from me in return when you've collected 200. You're proving your talent in collection. Have you seen the great door just outside? My tribe closed it long ago, forbade its open. As far as I can tell, the only member of my tribe still breathing. That means I need to feel bad about breaking a taboo. As proof is my belief in you. Open the door. There are doors open. You can enter the glade beyond it. Listen closely, and then you may hear utterings of bugs long gone. 300, yes. The Dream Level Kingdom starting to cling to you. Very encouraging. You certainly made my dreary work here more exciting. Being the caretaker of this place has been very stimulating. Shouldn't complain, though. Tending these graves or guiding the wielder, all penance for old crime. Certain things have to be kept in balance. Take this trinket for your efforts. A return of 500 essence. Keep up your time. And we get a pale ore. That's the second one now. So we can upgrade my weapon once, but I need one more to upgrade it again, and then a third. Then I need 3 to upgrade it to the final. 500 essence. Your master to make. Well done, well done. Should reward you. Okay, that's 2 pale ore. Pick up my most precious memories. This charm will bring you the dream nail closer together. Still the secrets. This will make me do my dream nail attack faster and heal more soul faster. I think it is. Yeah. Dream wielder charm. So 700 essence. I wonder whether the dreamers are watching as you work, or even the old king. That's thanks to me fighting 2 dream bosses and 2 memory bosses refights. That lock of theirs desperate, but very clever. I wonder how long it would hold. No disdain for them, though. As history goes on, I grow numb to its repetitions. Take your gift to continue collecting essence. Once you have 900, consider. Vessel fragment. Yeah, dream welder turn vessel fragment. And dream get ability. If you skip the lost kin or failed champion, you don't have enough essence for the fragment. Dream gave and pale earth. Now holds 900 within. Are you surprised, El King, has so many hidden dreams? Yes, you're starting to see them. The connections between us and the dreams will all leave behind. Like prints in the dust, the time's come for you to learn how to revisit places connect. Hold the dream tile, nail tight, wheeler, and imagine a great gate. Oh. Yeah, and this is for my teleporter. Quick. I can use this to teleport around. So if I want to leave a teleport gate in one spot, I go somewhere else, and I want to return back to that spot, I can. Hold down while using the dream nail to set a dream gate. Hold up to use the dream nail to travel to dream gate. Okay. So now I can sort of travel, but I haven't used this yet before at all on PC. It's kind of really not something I really like. I mean, I can do it, but I don't like how not only does it consume, I think, 1 essence, but it also is After a point, once I get 2,400, it doesn't matter how much essence I get, and it's unlimited. I can collect it through enemies. But yeah, I just don't like that. But it's cool. I'll use it if I need to. But I have all of her, so far, all the upgrades thus far until the last few bits, all the way to 2,400. Make your way to the newly unlocked area. Sour Punch, how are you, this annoying moth lady? We've collected a bunch of shit and unlocked a new area. So now we have 2 pale ore. We have a new vessel fragment. We have a new charm that makes the nail get more soul and activate faster. It's much quicker. I'm good. I'm glad you're doing well. I just beat a rebattle, which is a tougher fight against a boss prior to it, which it's a boss at the beginning of the game, and I just did a refight where he does 2 hit points of damage. He's a lot stronger. Yeah, so we're doing good. The Glade, yeah, the Spirit Glade. I have to collect all these eventually. I had the advice for the first spirit you encounter, make your way to the waterfall on the right, climb the top of it, enter the hidden area to collect the king's oath. Bugs within this glade are under my watch. Treat them with respect, you may remain, but raise your nail and you count it with me. Yeah, I get him at the end, though, but I collect all of theirs. I'll talk to them. Buy my cookies, they're ever so tasty. If I did the dream nail, though, I'll absorb them. Beware your own mind, little one. Twisted minds breed dark deeds, and mine was more twisted than most. I thought it would be my end, but instead I found this glade with the sword of peace. There's a lot of them, so... I used to help others. They were brought to me sick and dying. What difference did it make? Any victory against death will always be temporary. Don't fear, little creature. Though a violent rage once possessed me, the peaceful air of this place seems to keep it at bay. Are you a warrior, little one? A true warrior is one who can stand strong in the midst of a storm. I was once obsessed with power, though my time with this glade has shed me with such desire. What folly it was to ever crave such a vicious thing. We're always left with reminders of the errors we've made. Let your mistakes not burn you, but serve as a guidepost on where not to travel. Do you like my nails, little one? I carry only 3 far less than my legend may suggest. Still each sharper than the last, and I've got only one to cut you down. You're a ghost, you can't. Right now, at least. Unless you were a boss, but you can't. You're not. Oh, you admire my fabulous markings? I'm a distinguished species, you see. Though, I've not seen another like me for the longest time. Yeah, there's your weird moth. I don't know if that was in the same age as the Radiant boss moth one, or older. No! Your name is No. Are you enjoying your time in our glade? I'd offer advice through... Though to have made it here, you're obviously quite adept at navigating our world and its perils. Indeed I am. Hey, look, it's a me. Do not fear in my riding form, though my body sheds me, changes my core remains the same. All my life's problems could solve with a crushing force. Such a simple mantra and one I've always lived by. If you weren't so scrawny, did you follow my example? Rude. I wish I could crush all my problems. Then I'd be in jail, but still. Don't judge me by my appearance, though my stature is small. I bear a dark soul. Do you? Are you hollow? You're a hollow! There you go. This game mentions Dark Souls. That's a Dark Souls... No, I don't know. I'm just being a shit. For all I know, if that was a Dark Souls reference, though, a nod to the franchise, that'd be hilarious. That'd be great. There's a lot of things in this game that make it feel that way, including an abyss, and the way the final boss is and the endings are. I mean, they all are nodding to Souls. Without Souls, I don't think we would have a lot of these games that came out. And it became a genre now. That's just personally how I talk, though. I compare a lot of games when I don't really know how to say what genre it is or whatever. Or if I'm just bad with that kind of thing. You're heading out into the world. I'd join you, but it's been so long I'd fear I'd lose my head. You kinda did already. Watch out. I have an acidic touch. I wouldn't want you getting burned. It's a protection system of my kind, though. Something of a nuisance when it comes to meeting others. I'll see you soon, she said, though. That was long ago. I wonder where she went. What? I've been in many places, done many great things. I sexual outdo me by far. I've long ceased traveling the caverns of Hollowness. I suspect they're now far more dangerous than in my journeys. Though with your capable air, I'm sure you'll do fine. Good luck. How dangerous was traveling Hollowness if it was active and alive? I came from far away to reach this place. Though my shell may seem foreign, beneath it I am a bug, same as you. They don't say anything about collecting the essence from these guys. That's what I do. I don't know. There's set amount of essence to get you what you need and extra. Just in case you miss it. Because I definitely didn't fight some of the dream fights this soon. So I gathered essence over time from the dream bosses and that and other enemies. And once I got stronger, I started to slowly beat the several dream bosses, minus Grim. Turn this to excitation and take it to Dirt Mouth. Alright. So they're gonna have me equip the Dream Child again because we're probably gonna fight the second Grimkin, I guess. Lift the crystal at the top of the right. As soon as you see the elevator, double jump. I see. They're having me get all the way that shortcut, or like without going the other way. Wow. Press the bend double jump. Pretty crazy. Bonk. I didn't think about doing this. I have done this before though, because I have because for some reason, oh, okay. I gotta stop and jump. As soon as you see the W, I gotta stop. I know I've done it with the elevator already there. I think it was my first playthrough. For some reason, I have deja vu of me doing that. Probably in the past, just thinking, seeing what it was, maybe. So I know I have attempted this. Oh, it's much farther than I thought it'd be. Wielding web swords, you leave many corpses in your wake and will spare the dead. Yeah. Go away. Get out of here. Hit the lever to unlock the shut. Go to the range. Back into the crystal mines. Ow. In the corner, Crystal across the gate. Kill the Grim King Navis. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm getting him. So he's having me collect stuff and get the kin as I go and not just do that. So it's basically like he routes it so I collect certain things as I go and then I avoid a lot of the major stuff and come back for it. To say it saves more time in the long run. Idol. Make your way across the gate. Across the next place, the dream gate. To play. Wait. Make your way through the rest of the room and across the next place. The next. To place a dream gate exit. Where corner for use being grab the king's idol on the left. A dream gate exit. You want me to fucking plop a dream gate? Place a dream gate exit. Make your way down the exit and fall. Oh. Fuck. Oh, we gotta go into this. Cool. I didn't mean. I thought it was gonna disappear. But at least I made it towards that so I could get that. Okay. Dream gate I go. I don't even have to fight him, I could just kill him that way. Ooh, lucky hit. That's a lot of money you just gave me, thank you. Cheesy but he's in the descending dark. If you don't enter, yeah, well, I already got some cheesy damage on him by pooping on him with my. This guy gets there are some. I don't know how many there are. I forget. I know he is a refight too. and we're about to fight him, and he's enraged, but he's not a dream one. He's just mad. Ow. Ow. Thank you for finally dying. I didn't want to die. One more mask shard, and I get my first upgraded mask. Two out of 16 behind, and once defeated, you need a soul. Okay, well, just like that, both the bosses and this are dead. Or, well, that boss is dead. Twice. Or not dead, but beat. Beaten, at least, not with... Not mean to do that. I was trying to heal. Thought they were dead. God dang it. Mother... Ah! Fight space. I could easily just avoid it by jumping over it. To charm broken again. Of course it is. To hit these things by pogoing with my nails reach a bit more. Also gonna be easier to hit them. Oh, it resets it. Getting careless. Whatever. Ow. Ah, come on. That was not careless. That was me not platforming. Can we stop, dude? What the hell? Every time I go to attack you, you hit me. Damn, I hate these things. I hate all of them. I felt like he was shooting faster than normal. But I also just got, it's one of those moments where I just keep getting hit by everything. I just healed and I'm getting pelted. I know it's a skill issue, but good lord, man, I need to get better at that. Some of the easiest things. Dude, really? Yeah, can we not? I guess I could not. Thank you. I need to not land on this thing and die. Or do it anyway because I didn't kill him when I thought I was. Oh, there's a room further down. Damn it. Oh, I gotta go get a gorilla. Well, hold on. I can go do that after. There's really... It's just a statue up here. I can go back. I gotta get this first so I don't fucking re-backtrack up here. Pale ore. Alright, cool. I got my... another pale ore, then... 3 out of 6. The base... use the dream gate to get... Yeah, no. I'm gonna do that after I get the... I don't... That's what... It's stupid. Taking a lot of damage. Keep in mind that... I like the payload at the base. Yeah. Nice. Get this grub. Drop all the way back down. Or not. Oh, fucking... I was expecting spikes to be over here. I gotta really memorize places. And stop being fidgety. Alright, we're back in here. I just gotta drop all the way further down to the bottom. You stop armoring! Thanks, game. Come on, really? Yeah, I'll just do that to you then. You're gonna be like that. Half the end. Yay. Regrub on the far side. Okay. Then I can. Boom. Engage to return this. We'll have to collect the payload and the base of it, then use the dream gate to return to the ship. Make a way back across. Turn to. I could have just dropped. Alright, so I would have 3. I bought his mass shard already. If I had the first mass shard, leave the star, take the stack degree. I want to go get my thing. City of Tears. Yeah, they're infected now. The hell are you? God damn it! Why are you? I cannot see you. Thank you. Where the hell? Very tasty. You're sweet. Just share that tasty mode. Do you want? Why did you freak out about it and then tell me I'm tasty now? I smell like shit. Oh, come on, man. They're having me go to Green Path to get him done. My Swiss change. Hamabel Pigster, thank you. Nice name. I like it a lot. Thank you for the follow. Thank you, Ham. How you doing? Appreciate the follow. And welcome to the Hunters Guild, my friend. Feel free to send love to the Discord if you want to get to know me and the community. I appreciate it. If you love Final Fantasy and Dark Souls and Pokemon and Hollow Knight and other games like that, and even co-op with Phantasy Star Online, soon to be Left 4 Dead, plenty of things. Dead Rising. I like a variety of games, but I love me RPGs and action games and stuff like that. So feel free to send love to the YouTube. Send love to the Hunters Guild at the Discord. I appreciate it. Let me... Recent. No, your name fits. Everyone's name but Megan. Recent. Biddies. Fits. Alright. Doing good. Lycos sent me. Because Angel Rose. Well, tell Lycos, and if Lycos, if you're here, thank you. I love you as well. Also, if you guys see Angel Rose, tell her I love her personally from me, because she is my girlfriend and she's an amazing person. So you both, all of you are amazing. Thank you. Shout out for Lycos for doing that. Send love to the Discord, guys, if you want to join it. Thank you, and send love to Lycos. Thank you for that, Lycos. I appreciate it. Yeah, if you like a bunch of action games and some RPGs and goofy conversations between me and a friend of mine who's not here right now, you're in for a treat. I'm a random person, but I can also be very quiet. I'm in one of those strides where I'm talking, but generally speaking, I can also be very quiet. And streams may just not be the most fun to watch. Either I'm bitching, but there's a lot of variety of things. Generally, though, I'm a very happy, good, nice person. There are times where I'm generally real, so you'll hear me talk about like my day or whatever. I'm not like a YouTube personality or anything, or like a streamer personality. So it's like you're gonna hear sexual conversations you may not want to hear about my history, or, you know, girls in the past with my life, or family life, or you're gonna hear like personal shit at work, drama. You're gonna hear my friend probably say things that people may not agree with because he's more upfront about things. He has said racist words, and he's not racist, but he has said stuff like that because he's allowed to. I just get iffy when people say it. But like, you'll hear a lot of the realistic on my side. I don't know too many streamers who aren't that way, but it's just like some are still trying to put on a show. Like my shit, I don't limit my channel. I had to, basically, because they were not going to give me my full money, but I upped my pay to 50-50, and I added a rating-ish, I guess, because I do speak very NSFW stuff, and I swear, so I'm not exactly best for younger kids, but I never try to limit my content in any way. So I don't really consider myself like a mature rated streamer or anything, even though I talk a bunch of nasty shit and say swear words left and right. And smoke. Also, I smoke and tobacco. So 420 friendly. I'm very... No spoilers on Silksong. I've already gotten close to beating the original Hollow Knight. I haven't fully beat it for anyone who plays these games. Silksong is going to be 100% blind for anyone who cares. so no spoilers on that. But yeah, like generally speaking, I don't like spoilers unless asked. I'm a very carefree streamer or content creator or even Discord channel owner, whatever. Just the usual. Don't be a dick. Don't spam or type in caps. No spoils, and don't be a douchebag. Yeah, I'm human. We're all human. I don't even know how to pretend to be who I'm not. Even if I tried, I'm not an actor. Like, what I mean by that is, like, if you go and watch YouTube celebrities, like, who make video game content, you'll see that they, like, pretend to be better or funnier. There goes my controller. Or they, you know, put on a facade when they're scared. After a while, it's just like, all right, you're not really. But then you watch them on a live stream, and they're so genuine. Like Markiplier. Go watch his YouTube content, and then go watch his live streams with Mark and Wade and Bob. It's like, with them three, and it's you'll hear the difference. That's how I am all the time, though. We all do, yeah. There's a lot of drama with me and people at work. So you'll hear a lot of it. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but I've tried to be friends with people through work, and they joined on my streams, and people and me didn't see eye to eye, and they heard a lot of it on stream, and so yeah. I'm having a good day. I'm not saying that there's anything going on right now. It's just you'll hear a lot of usual. But yeah, the ones who speak openly are the ones you have to worry about. Yes, Mark and the boys are great. I love their podcast and their gameplay. I've been watching them, and I've been watching Democracy. He's a content creator. He's a Souls challenge runner and stuff like that. Him and Lobos Jr. But he also does like top 10 like boss fights in Souls like. So I've been watching Hollow Knight stuff with him. The only thing I'll say about Silksong is be prepared for rage. I am very prepared because this game makes me rage already. You should have seen how I was with the White Palace when I played on my own. You'll see me rage again at parts that I've already beaten. Like, at moments you'll hear I've already been saying today and yesterday, like, why am I failing against the easiest shit? Like, I am a finicky gamer, so while I'm decent at these games, I do slip up and like miss platform all the time. Like, I'm not the best Mega Man player, for instance, and I've never really played Metroid or Castlevania growing up. I own Castlevania, but I never really played a lot of them because that's not my biggest cup of tea. But I do like Hollow Knight, Dead Cells, and games like those. But I'm not, like, I've never really played them that much. So I'm not the best at platforming with Mega Man either. But I slip up a lot, you'll see that. Bosses is really where I shine because I played a lot of Dark Souls. But I enjoy... But this game is way harder, in my opinion, at least to me, to Dark Souls. So Silksong, I'm prepared for. I also kind of seen a bit of people saying it is harder, at least to them. I don't really know. That all is preference. It depends on the person. Again, I've also noticed with how I am, because everyone's different, I fight bosses that are harder by the community and beat them. Like Orphan of Kos, I beat him first try. Not saying I could do that again. But then there's easier bosses. For instance, like the first boss, who I probably have died to or something stupid. Like, in this, like, I've died to Crystal Knight before, or whatever, and then I've beaten harder bosses the first try. Like, for instance, I can't really name an example, but that happens to me in a lot of games. Like, I died to fucking the aspids, the things that drop the little orange gook on you. There was a challenge room with a bunch of them in it, and I died to that. I was like, what the fuck? And here I am pounding refights into the ground after like an hour of dying. Because I just beat the failed champion a second time, or the failed champion. And I've beaten the Lost Kin, so now eventually this guy will loop me into the defender, but I've already beaten 2 of the refights. And they're basically having me collect everything on a set path, so I'm getting all the upgrades. I barely fought any bosses. I have 2 of this thing's for the Grim Troop DLC. I have that active, and I have the first 2 flames. But I find Hollow Knight harder, in my opinion, just because I'm not the best platformer. But I'm not horrible at it. It's just I've not... Aside Mega Man, Mega Man's really my only real platformer that I've played, and I suck at that too. I've beaten the main 5 X games. That's it. I've not beaten Classic. Legitimately, at least. I can't wait for Silksong, though. I do have it. Yeah, this is my PS5, by the way. It's somewhere in here, but I'm a fan of Monster Hunter as well. Dark Souls. I'm an anime guy as well, so I love Dragon Ball. I love Pokemon. The games, more or less, not the anime so much. I love Inuyasha. Dead Rising is one of my favorite games. PSO, Phantasy Star Online, which is what my Discord and stream layout and all that is based around. The Hunters Guild from that game, not Monster Hunter, because they got the same thing. But that's, yeah. You're going to see a lot of Final Fantasy, a lot of Souls. I've played Amnesia. I do like horror, so I played Resident Evil and Silent Hill. I've not played Batman on stream much, aside from Arkham Knight, but I do like the Asylum. Arkham Asylum is really good. Yeah, Borderlands will be coming around eventually. We're gonna play some me and a bunch of friends are gonna play like fun games together, like Castle Crashers and shit. There's a lot of plans happening that are gonna happen, from like Dead Rising co-op to Left 4 Dead co-op. Some of this is gonna be in October coming up with Phasmo. Hopefully, I'm gonna see if I have to get that for him. I'm a big fan of DMC, Final Fantasy. I haven't played every game, but I played a lot of them. I loved First Light. It was a good game. I haven't beat it, but it was a fantastic game. Enjoyed that. I have not played that because it feels like I'm not a fan of Pinocchio though, or any Pinocchio-based lore, even though it's not the movie or any of that. I just don't like the premise. I've seen the game. It just doesn't look good to me. Yeah. There's PSO2. Not a fan of that version. Then we're gonna play Scott Pilgrim eventually, because that's co-op. I still need to play this game. I've had like every iteration of it. I grew up watching Legend of Dragoon. I didn't really grow up with RPGs aside from Pokemon. So Final Fantasy and that, and I never grew up on till like 10. So Legend of Dragoon was one of those games I enjoyed watching, but I never played much of. And I've owned it, and I owned it since it released like on PS3 digitally, and then I own the physical version, and then every other iteration since. So I have the physical cartridge, excuse me, physical 4-disc set. Like, I am a collector too. But yeah, you can thank my external hard drive for all this being on here, by the way. I also got a physical Hollow Knight coming. I didn't know they made one. I found one. Hopefully it's not like meh. So I'm not even gonna use the disc. I just like collecting. I even have the physical Final Fantasy 1 through 6 remastered, pixel remastered, and I own the games on this and the Switch, so I have it 3 times. Because I think actually 4, because I think I have it physically on both. Maybe not, maybe just the PS4, but I see it right there. Final Fantasy 1 through 6. I like collecting things, especially Final Fantasy, because I own pretty much every game of those, even back on the NES. I bought Japan imported versions as well of some of the games. And to make it better, once I get like an actual working NES, because my brother's fixing up a lot of consoles and realizing how old mine are, our older consoles are, because I grew up with a lot of those consoles because my brothers are also older than me. So all of our consoles from the NES era are old as shit. But I have an adapter that can play Famicom, so I can play older games like that. But I don't really care to. Alright, where are I heading? Down to Dirtmouth, by the first match. Sorry for all the talking, I kind of went on a rant there. I don't really talk a lot on the general, so it's nice. People at work and people in general usually tell me I'm too quiet or I'm too talkative. And I get told to shut up regardless, thus making me not want to. And this is the rare cases where I don't shut up, so sorry. I'm passionate, very. That's an ADHD thing that I have. I get very passionate for explanations. So people at work and people who don't know me get very annoyed by how I talk. Oh yeah, I can swim in the acid. Because yes, head back, make your way through the next room, shape it. But yes, and I gotta shout out my girlfriend too. Even though she hasn't been streaming in a while, she plans to stream again when we're together, and I'm moving back home to Illinois in the next few months. So I want to say, I can't make for sure, but it's gonna be eventually very soon, and that's been accelerated because my dad passed away last year, and my mom's health went on the massive decline. She had a surgery, and she's doing well, but now she needs to be on a walker and has someone's attention at all times. My oldest brother's a doctor and can tell us and pick up on things much faster and easier and understand what's actually happening somewhat without, all these devices, and then he can take her to the hospital if need be. And my mom's got history of falling now. She actually fell again. But hit her head several times. I've come home to her having a busted face a few times, so getting worrisome. So my personal life is kind of, there's a lot happening. And with Angel constantly asking me when I'm gonna be with her is also a stress. I've been with her for a year now, officially, fully, since August 28th. So we're fine. Me and her's relationship is over a year old now. Even though we've been talking for about 3 years, our total date time is about 2 years. But we dated officially for a year total. Send love to the beautiful Mrs. who will be my wife eventually. Mm-hmm. That's 3 though. That's he's sexy too, but that's not my girlfriend. That wasn't even my girlfriend's voice. Well, she's not even there to speak. There you go. Either way. Yeah. Hit and reload the stack station. Double check the yes, I know. Double check if the Grimchild is equipped. Yada 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 yada. I also gotta go repair my damn thing. Alright. Unless it broke again. Am I an idiot? Forgot. Did it break? No, I got it. I like it. Alright, we're gonna go take out this asshole now, huh? And that'll be the first part of the Grim Troop DLC. On my PC file where I stopped at the end of the game, I beat every other boss, I believe, but because I know I was at the Nightmare Grim, I haven't beaten him. I beat his first fight, and then I need to beat the Hollow Knight and the Radiance, and I locked myself out of one ending because I didn't realize that because I wasn't following a guide, and again, most of the game was blind. I've played it prior to that, but I never managed to beat more than one Dreamer. My very first playthrough. And then the one I recently been doing on and off for my before I got back to live with streaming again. I got all the way to the end on my own. and I missed one of the magic spell upgrades. I missed the Descending Dark version of the ground slam, so I definitely was playing without a guide. I got every fucking grub and every other charm for the most part on my own, and then what little cleanup I needed to do, I looked up, and I just didn't realize there was an upgraded version of that. And I was questioning why I didn't have it, because I had the upgraded version of this, and I had the upper spell, and I did get all of the little abilities. I pretty much got everything on my own for the most part. Minus one key I had to look up. I got all of these on my own. I had all the upgrades of that and everything. I did very well, despite not having a guide at all. This is basically, though, just giving me a trail to follow to get all of the major stuff right away, and then come back around and do all the minor stuff. So I barely beat any bosses. Let's just say the Moss Charger is alive. Irving, welcome back. I'm not the governor. I tell Dragon that all the time. He says the same thing. Hello, governor. You'll probably...
The cow was black when he's shiny. Like, oh, he pulled a Charmander. You know how Charmander's gold?
Gold, orange, and then black. Yeah, he's gold and Charizard's black, yeah. By the way, how do you feel about Raichu getting Megas finally? 2 of them. I think he's cute.
No lie.
I like how he combines Pikachu, though. I think it's cute. Go on.
No lie, I would rather have Omega for the Locan Raichu.
Yes, the psychic one. I'm just happy because for people who don't know, Raichu is my favorite Pokemon. I don't care about the meta Pokemon. I know he's garbage. The only reason I care is because he whooped Ash's ass, or Pikachu's ass, as with Lieutenant Surge.
Like,
that's the only thing.
Raichu is more useful in Pokemon Go. I think he is in the main game for sure. He's fast, but there are better faster Pokemon. I think it's only.
No, I know. Yes.
If you do what is it, the double battles, if you're doing singles, he's not that great.
No, I know Raichu sucks, but that's why he's usually on my team in games. Just because he's my, I don't know why. I like electric Pokemon a lot. Zapdos is my favorite bird. You know, Raikou is my favorite beast. Stuff like that.
Yeah.
But no, Raichu, I'm excited.
Go, I pretty much tear the gear towards dragons and steel types.
I love Dragon too.
Yeah, I lost my train of thought. Oh, because I remember back in the college days, and I was still doing it to pretty much do with Danielle while she was taking her classes. We had a friend named Kevin. He was like, Irving, let's do a battle. And all I used against it was the Locan Raichu with Thunderpunch, and it was hilarious. Because you know the way combat is in Go, I was constantly able to use my charge attack, the Thunderpunch against him. And he was getting so annoyed. It was hilarious.
Damn. So this is part of the DLC for the Nightmare guy that I was fighting over. You gotta feed this child 9 times. You gotta kill 9 of these guys. So this is the first wave of 3, and he's the 3rd one. So I'm about to... he'll get bigger, too, this little guy. And then after I get him 6, I fight Grim the first time, and then after I get 9, I fight him the 2nd time. Alright, that's done now. So he'll probably have... The guide will probably have me go back to Dirtmouth and turn it in. Sad part is it's on a ring, so I have to have this on. A waste of charm notches, or whatever, that's the slots required. Because certain charms take certain notches. Oh. What?
Oh, that's interesting. That's kind of intriguing.
Yeah, so, like... The one I have here, the compass, this tells me where I am on the map. Like, it brings up me as a little guy. So that helps me, because I am an idiot and I have a bad sense of direction. So without that, you see how often I map check. Even with this game, and certain routes, I'll take over and over again and get used to it because I die a bunch. I will, for the life of me, never memorize where every pathing is. But, yeah, so that I need, that's kind of a waste, but that takes 1. Then I have this one that brings money to me. That's another one. That's 2 right there. I have this thing that increases my nail's length so I can attack from a further distance. That takes 2 slots. The one I have on for this DLC is 2 slots. And the one that the Dung Defender gave me that basically shoots out poop that hurts enemies that get close to me, that's 1. Because normally I have the money on, which is 2. The fragile
Yeah.
strength one, which ups my damage, is 3. So there's ones that are like 4. Like I have a 4 right here, which is the bearer will have healthier shell and take more damage, but they will not. Yeah, like this, the Jody's Blessing one, Irvin, gives you a bunch of temporary health, which is like blue masks. However, you can no longer heal yourself. So you get a shit ton. So if you want to get the most masks that you're able to get, because the max is 9, and then this gives you 2 more, so you can have 12. If you put this on, I think you get like 16 something like masks, but you can't heal. Yeah. Personally, that's actually better because in most fights that are really hectic, you can't heal anyway. Yeah. In this game, there's a lot of fights where it's really, really either it's not impossible, it's doable, but it's very, very, you gotta know when and do it right away. And knowing how my controller or my hands are, sometimes when I make inputs, they don't pull off. Like, if I'm already trying to pull it off and I'm in the midst of another animation and I'm holding it and realize late, then there goes that timing, I can't heal. It's kind of like in Dark Souls, where I hit the button and I don't heal, but then I go to think I healed, and then I try to heal too late and I get hit. Like, it's like that, but it's much tighter. And, to be fair, I'd rather Monster... Let's just say I'd rather Monster Hunter's heal animations than this sometimes, because the bosses are so aggroed against you. A lot of the tougher ones. And then there's a lot of... Then there's fights in the Pantheon where it's a lot... I've seen it. I've not done it. Where it's, like, platforming. More platforming. They have, like, spikes everywhere. And some bosses don't even have a floor to even land on. So you gotta... So it's harder to fight while moving around. This is the parts of these kind of games that I'm not good with. I'm better with a more direct fight that's just flat, not like the platform type fights. Mega Man and such was never my cup of tea, but I love Mega Man. I'm just not good at that kind of stuff. That's why I like, because it's a lot of actions you're doing, and my hands like are, you know what I mean? Like I slip. You see how I slipped all over when I'm trying to platform sometimes? Sometimes even ledges, I slide right off them. If I hit, like, right at the edge of it. I'm just like, you motherfucker. They had me, like, bouncing off enemies to get to an area, and that took me a bit. The hell, my cigarette back on already? Damn. I mean, that's not as fast as smoking it directly, but I grabbed it, like, yesterday. I'll quit eventually. I know people want me. Bug the fuck out of me by constantly telling me I need to quit. It's like, I get it. Stop it. It just makes me stress more because I know it's about killing me. That just makes me worried because I know people are worried about me, and you know I hate making people worry. And it's just like, please, just for anyone who does, I know you've said it, and I don't want it. And I'm not saying you're going to, but anytime I bring up smoking in general, I just know someone wants to say it. Then I'm just like, look.
I know I mentioned before, I would rather you just be smoking weed
Yeah.
instead of doing both weed and cigarettes.
I'm sure so does Tiffany. I know my brother does, and my mom, and all that. Everyone brings it up. It will happen. I just don't want to worry people about it. That's why I don't like when people bring it up. It just depresses me. Because I know I'm...
I could give you my thing where I have no problem going cold turkey. Because, like, what is it, like, after you were gone? Pretty much, like, the only time I smoke lately has been either when I was with you, or, like, somebody random will offer me a cigarette. Otherwise, I don't feel for it like I used to, because, like, back when I started up again, when I was doing the cook job, I was somewhat feeling when I got back into it because of the stress. Then the moment that stress has died down, and, like, you know, the money's like, yeah, I can't be constantly spending the, what is it, like the 14 per pack? It starts to add up.
Yeah.
For some reason lately, whenever I go cold turkey, it's not as bad. Like, I don't think I ever had an issue going cold turkey. I remember the first time I went cold turkey for Rosie, when she's like, what's more important, the cigarettes or my pussy?
Oh my god! Yeah. Yeah.
No problem going turkey.
Well, I have a very annoying addictions, like sugar and caffeine addiction. It makes it harder for me to quit. But once I find happiness, it was easier to quit. But when I actually did quit cigarettes, though, when I worked at Sears, like over 4 years ago, it wasn't that hard. It wasn't cold turkey, but it wasn't hard. I just need to do something to get my mind off it, which is what I was doing with gum. nicotine gum, and then I stopped doing nicotine gum to get myself off of anything nicotine, and it worked. And that's what Greg did, because he quit cigarettes, finally.
The only thing though, I will gladly admit, the one extra I can't give up is the sugar. Like even right now, once I was done doing all the free race, I didn't do the ticket for this event. I saw when the mom gave me a little bit of money to go get the what is it, RCs from the cigarette store, cigarette shop. That's the one thing where like I'm always spinning for a soda.
Yeah. Fuck it. I didn't place a... Oops. Warp point. They wanted me to. I didn't read that. I don't read everything. I more or less kind of go over the map, but... Yes. Well, no, I'm meeting, you know that guy I met yesterday that gave me that upgrade where I could... Not that. Charge up my thing and spin to win? Yeah. I met a second guy, because there's 3 abilities. This guy's a painter, Irving. He's Bob Ross. I've met a second guy, because they're all siblings, right? And you know, the shopkeep in town is a little grasshopper guy. He's actually their master. If you look at his shop, he has a weapon, a nail. Look at this guy. You can see at the corner. He's got a weapon. It's called the nail. But basically, they all are brothers, and they learned under the same dude who sells me shit in the beginning. And he's a boss in the game, but not in the base or whatever. He's in the DLC. What have you crept here, little grub? Perhaps like me, you have a taste for discovering new things. I am Shio. Previous life was a nail master. Previous life? Oh, were you now? The only thing that drove me was becoming stronger and honing my skills with a nail. I imagine it was my one calling in life, but that never faded over time. Now I seek a new calling. Something that speaks to my soul and compels me forward. That's why I spend my time here, secluded, trying to master the art of creation, painting, sculpting. These things bring a different kind of pleasure. Do they now? You don't seem very moved by what I said. Was it Shio the nail master you're looking for? Did you come to learn a nail art? I'll teach you if you insist. Return to the previous area. Okay, I can concentrate into a nail and holding up and down to perform a great slash. Without looking at the wielding a nail is the wielding of a brush. These things are not so different. We cut in the world that we so peer deeper inside. For now, though, I have nothing more to teach you. Pets. Well, you can see. Good luck. I'm gonna dreamgate your butt. My brother Oro, who drove you to hide deep down at the very edge of that ash-swept grave. Was it pride, fear, or shame? Perhaps you should lay down your nail if it haunts you so. Find a new calling that eases your soul. Why did you guys have a fall-off? Fuck it, I'm just gonna rest here. I don't care. Alright, my map is updated. I can unlock that now and then get to wherever I need to with this fucking thing. Oh, what am I doing? Well, I do need to kill those things, but there's easier ways to do it. Shit cut. I am Badoo. Ow. Ah. Alright. Collect the hollowness seal from a dead bug. And see, they're getting me all of that too. All these little collectibles that I could sell for money, which is nice. Okay, just ran right into that. Well, I didn't look, alright. Moss and leaf as our own drama that grows up. I thought I was going to a different path that I should have. Okay, I need to go one over. That's what I'm confusing. See, my brain takes a second to pick up on what page that the map, the pack I'm reading is. And that's why I map check all the time. I mean, I did that in Resident Evil and all that. But at least it's not a menu. It can be. Hello, moss thingy. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. Bonk. Bonk. Okay. I already got that, though, now. The ceiling, no lower exit on the right. Walls, almost lies in thorns. Ooh, thorns of asshole. Oi! And that's up there.
Time to do some Apex.
Because you got this one, which is a small one by itself. Ow. Oh, my health. I didn't realize my health was so low, but okay, good. Thank God for the poop.
When I was on my TV, I started a game of Apex.
Fine so far. I don't need to go that high. That's way too high. Yeah, money.
I should over. You know how like you say watching Bunny play Fable, seeing move for Fable, watching you play this, just get moved to either do some more Metroid or play some Castlevania.
Yeah, well, that's how I am with games. Unfortunately, I stop other games at a time. Stop at a dime just to play some games I get into a mood for when I watch it. Well, Silk Song released. That's so I was like, oh, you know what? I was in the mood for Hollow Knight, and I wanted to play that anyway. I was kind of getting in a groove for it. I don't know why, but then yeah, I saw Silk Song release. I was like, you know what? Fuck it, I want to play it now. Go on.
Kinda makes me Thanks to you, I'm happy that I have most of the Castlevania series collected on the PSN account. Because I mainly play the what is it, the Game Boy Advance ones and the DS ones, and now
Yeah.
I own them again. Because like I want to say if it was either you or like Jimmy Chin, I got the Castlevania 79, but the one for the Game Boy Advance.
I wouldn't remember. The only
'Cause
Castlevania I know I owned off recent memory is Super Castlevania 4, the SNES, and 64. That's the only ones I know I own off the top of my head. If I ever got those, I wouldn't. I don't know.
I should assume all the games always come from you because I remember I used to do the go trading thing with Jimmy. Some of the games I would get, especially the second stores, because I know through Jimmy, I was able to experience my very first Fire Emblem game. I forgot what I treated him, but he gave me Fire Emblem along with the guidebook for the Game Boy Advance. The one where you play with Roy, fucking Hector, and I don't remember the other girl's name, the one with the green hair, the long sword. Oh no.
Grub was in the previous one. Grub.
When we were sure all, bro, I'm kind of like a giddy, like high school girl, knowing that you're coming back. It's gonna be cool to finally have you here, especially for the Pokemon Go events. For a moment, I was like, why are you fighting an anus on the ceiling? Like, oh, it's a plant.
It is an anus on the ceiling. Ow.
Oh, also kind of this reminds me of a little bit with the way it's like, how should I say it, animated or generated?
Yeah. What?
The way the game's pretty much designed, it also kind of reminds me of Cuphead.
Its art style, well, kinda, but Cuphead also has a unique art style, yeah. But they're both cartoony-ish art styles, yes. Animated, anime art style, and Cuphead's more the old school, like American cartoons.
Yeah.
Back in the day. That's its literal design. Like see, Cuphead is more like Who Framed Roger Rabbit style kind of shit. This is colorful and bright, but also like more anime or cutesy. I like both. They're very colorful.
I do remember on Facebook, before I lost my main Facebook, I saw like a video on like a random gaming page I follow about somebody making a first-person shooter, all like 1920s cartoon style. I'm like, oh, this looks like fun to play it. And like a shooter like that, I will have fun playing it, if you feel me.
Yeah, that'd be cute. The Moss Charger boss that I haven't fought. That's so early game that you can legit spam. I don't have the nail to actually legit spam him. Yeah, I gotta be faster than that. Damn it. I'm dying to the Moss Charger. Whoa! You're lucky you hit me at all. I'm not sure. I'll put across halfway. Your game's a little loud. I can hear it clear as day. Let you know. And it may have gotten louder out of nowhere because it just came up.
I will change it after this match.
I can like swim this ass. I don't know why I'm doing the fucking platforming. Okay, and I still am failing at it, and I somehow didn't get hit by that, but alright. Isn't there a thingy here? However, I do need to kill these guys. Gotta love my poo damage. I mean, it's literally what it is. I beat the Dung Defender, and that's what he gives me, is a freaking thing that exudes smelly fart gas or poo gas and that kills enemies. Unique charm bestowed by the King of Hollowness to his most loyal knight, scratched and dirty but still cared for, causes the bearer to emit a heroic odor. Heroic odor. I can read. The ceiling to right. Vessel fragment number 2. Now I just need another one, and I have a second vessel jar. And I'm still at base masks. But I have one little vessel upgrade already, so I have a second thing next to my soul jar. That allows me to heal my magic. Lands are pale, being lays a claim to caverns ahead. It may appear benevolent, but it does not share a dream. Beware of that wandered apple. Yes, be wary of the white palace and the pale beings. I'm gonna return to the bench. that's another near 20 hours. That's 70 hours almost on Hollow Knight, because I have over 50 on my main. But that's the second run, so that's probably another 10 hours in there somewhere else, or 15 hours in there. Go 11 degree down fast and start to see bubbles on the walls, floor climb up and wander through. The fucking canyon. Hey, you come, guzzling, come. Bonk. Climb up the road. Under the fog. I have not had this area. Alright. Find the exit to the left. To remain possible. It is possible to skip crossing and pass under the main route, but it's slower turn to the Crystal Heart. Takes practice. Irving, these are the fucking Metroids that I was talking about. The fucking squids. They do not look anything like Metroid. But there's a boss that's a giant jellyfish somewhere that looks just like that.
Look like the ones they have on the Game Boy Advance version.
This big one will explode if I hit it. Well, yeah. He'll create a thing that comes back at me. Because he's like a bomb that you knock into a boss. It's one of those mechanics. So I only attack babies. Whoa. Well, oh cow!
Yeah.
Okay, I really need to watch what I say. My old an old YouTube video from like a decade ago got blocked entirely on YouTube because of that very thing. Me saying I'm killing in-game enemies that happen to be babies. Whoops. This Hollow Knight video is going in the future when it's